I made this message for you. For you. You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great things. You're gonna do great.
What's up, Internet? Thank you so much for joining us for our first ever Christmas themed episode here on Fiction Forge, the show where it's our mission to fan the flames of creativity across the internet and through the hearts and minds of all you amazing, awesome people out there.
And for our first ever Christmas themed DIY project, we really wanted to put together something that's as original as it is festive.
So we dusted off an old favorite out of our artistic arsenal and put it to good use, forging something that we feel is sufficiently unique and Christmassy.
Indeed, and what we came up with could only be described as a paper-cut light tin string. It's a beautiful and artistic way to really spice up your Christmas tree this year.
That's right, so if you have a festive moment to spare, then stay a while and we'll show you how to turn some cheap Christmas bric-a-brac into a beloved family heirloom. So here are the materials and tools we used to get this job done.
Some printer paper to create the scenes, and some two-sided tape to use as spacers. Some containers to put the scenes in, some white fairy lights with some extra wire to extend the sections. And finally some Christmassy stuff to decorate the tins and wires with.
And as for the tools we used, a pencil to draw the scenes and a craft knife and scissors to etch them out. Something to cut and strip wire with. A soldering iron with some solder. Heat shrink and a lighter to shrink it with. A drill and several different sizes of bits.
Now that we know what we need, let's go take a look at how it all comes together.
Let's get started by making our scenes. We'll first need to trace around one of the tins.
And then cut it out just a little smaller so it fits into the tin.
We've got 4 layers and 5 tins, so we'll need to trace and cut out 20 of these paper discs.
Now we can get started preparing our Christmassy scenes.
We like to draw one frame at a time and then etch them out right away.
This allows you to draw the next frame through the last and repeat the process.
We'll make some spaces for them by sticking 2 strips of double-sided tape together.
And then stack the layers together on the spaces to complete our scenes.
Alright, so now we got to make these holes over here for our wires, but on all these cans.
Some pilot holes will get us started, and then we'll step up the size of the drill bits as we go. A screwdriver will help smooth off the burr.
So our string of lights here has got 100 individual LEDs on it. That means 20 per tin, which you can see here. That means there's going to be this length in between each tin. We're going to have to lengthen that a bit so they're not right on top of each other.
We'll cut up a malfunctioning set of lights for the wire and then strip the ends for soldering.
And now we add the extensions.
And some heat shrink for neat secure joins. Once that's done, we can thread the LEDs into the tins.
Now it's time to zazz them up a bit with some seasonal decorations.
And once we're sufficiently satisfied with our decorations level of zazz, we can go ahead and place the scenes into the tins.
These are looking pretty good. I think it's time to see them in action.
And just before we go check out our final result, if you're enjoying the show, please consider liking and subscribing. You would be doing us a massive favor. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to turn notifications on.
It was Christmas Eve, and all through the land, excitement was growing for the great task at hand. Santa called out,
"Elves, please assemble. My pre-flight checks must be successful."
And then with a
Ho, ho, ho!
and a crack from his sleigh, Santa flew off, relieved to get underway. And in a single night he made sure every good child was rewarded for all the goodwill in the year they had courted. The naughty children, however, whose moral was in lack, got gobbled up by Krampus when he filled up his sack. Merry Christmas.
Thank you all so much for staying with us till the end of the video.
We would love to hear your thoughts on this project and your ideas for possible future projects. Leave them in the comments below.
And as we move into the festive season, we here in South Africa wish you all a peaceful and joyous time of year.